What up guys, RaptueCity here and welcome to my second episode of Let's Talk on Flexx Central. Flexx Central has been going through a little bit of a drastic change lately. If you haven't realised the amount of subscribers we have now, we all thought that something else was going on, but then it all got cleared up, so it's all fine now. So, today's Let's Talk topic has actually changed. It was going to be something which Crazy Tender knows, and I'm not going to do that until the next video now, until it's closer to Friday. But today's Let's Talk is now going to be about the game on PS3 called Journey. Now, if you guys don't know, it came out about a month or two ago. It's a PSN exclusive. It has been in development for about 2-3 years, I think. Made by the same company. I think the company is called ThatGamesCompany, and they made other games like Flow and Flower, which, if you guys don't have the PS3, they are huge hits on the PlayStation Network. But basically, the storyline of Journey is you play as a faceless lone pilgrim, as in the person you're seeing now. You play as a faceless lone pilgrim traveling across a desert towards a mountaintop, where basically your Mecca is. And basically along the way it explains what happened to your civilization, what your goal is as a person, all that kind of thing. And basically the whole game is just you as that lone character on a journey through the desert, through the harsh environments, towards your overall goal. Now when I first got it and I started playing it, I actually had to switch it off within about 15-20 minutes because I had the TV settings on wrong, and my eyes were absolutely killing me because the colour was so drastically bright. So the mountaintop that you see at the moment, that's the Mecca that you're aiming for. I'm sorry if the colour is a little bit weird, but the colour settings on the PVR recorder are a little bit different to my TV. But what I'm tempted to do is make this into a series, because the game is only quite short. It's about a 2-3 hour game, so I could easily make it into a series, and I'd happily enjoy playing. I'll probably end up playing through it in one whole go while recording it. So Journey, it, as I said, it came out about 2 months ago. It has quite a unique multiplayer system. It's the maximum multiplayer you can only have is 2 people at one time, and basically what it is the multiplayer is you will be randomly walking around the world, as you'll see later on. I didn't even realize it until somebody else walked up to me, but you'll be walking around and that kind of thing, and you'll see a similar character to who you're playing yourself, and that actually turns out to be a multiplayer character, and it turns out to be somebody else. So yeah, basically it's a drop-in, drop-out system. In each level, basically what the system does on the game is, if you're online and somebody else is online, they will randomly grab people. Won't be people off your friends list necessarily. There is no join gaming session, there is no party up system at the start of the game. Basically what it is that you will go into the game, and whoever you see is just another person playing the game, sometimes on the other side of the world, and it is actually possible to play through the whole game together. The first time I played through this game, I went through about 3 or 4 stages through multiplayer, and unfortunately it was getting quite, it was about 2 or 3 stages off the end. They got to the point where it got there's these monsters. If I do the playthrough series, it'll be explaining that. There's these monsters which we had to avoid the lights that they were shining down on the floor, and my partner went through the light and it killed him, but I got past, so I was like, yes, so I was okay. So what you're seeing at the moment, these little tablet things on the wall are actually kind of like, not side missions, but side plot story. It basically explains things for you in the game that you might already know. So all these tablets that you're seeing on screen at the moment, they're actually gravestones of other people of your race, other other travelers going towards Mecca who unfortunately haven't made it. All I'll say is the ending for this game is one of the most sobering endings I have played in gaming for a while. Not since I think the last game I played which had an ending like this was probably Fahrenheit, or if you don't know if you live in the US, it's called Indigo Prophecy, I think. But no, Journey, it basically what that game company does really well is takes a game, and instead of making it a game like Call of Duty or that kind of thing, it makes it a game into art and makes it an art piece. And basically that's what a Journey excels at tremendously. As you can already tell, this is only on I record on 720p. I can record at 180, 1080p, but unfortunately the PS3 settings when I'm recording will not allow me to record at 1080p. So no, that games company with Flower, Flow, and Journey, they are very good at making games into pieces of art and expressing a story through that art form. And I completely agree with games being used as a form of art. I like the idea. There was another game which came out on PC originally as a Half-Life 2 mod. It was called Dear Esther. It later on got released on Steam as a full-on release. That game is also seen as a game, a gaming form of art, which I love the idea of how games can become art. I mean, there's some games like BioShock and Mass Effect and Skyrim which look amazing, but they still have the same core game mechanics in this. In this game, there are you got three controls. You've got the move button and the look around on your sticks, and then the X button is to jump, and the circle button is communication. Now the circle button, or if you're on Xbox, the B button, the circle button is the only way you can actually communicate to other players. When you want to communicate to another player, you cannot like highlight them and then a text box will come up. All that you can do is these little chirps between each character, and it actually turns out that these little chirps help the game come along a long way, to be honest. I like the idea of you don't know who you're playing with, but you know you're actually playing with somebody. What else have I got to say about Journey? Unfortunately, I think I recorded a little bit too much of video and then didn't realise how long the video had gone on for. But no, Journey, it's 2-3 hours. I think that's the only bad thing about it, was it a little bit too short, but it plays, when you're playing it, it plays like a film. To be honest, it's brief, but what you get in that brief experience is worth a dime a dozen, and if you don't know what that means, it's worth every single penny you paid for it. Actually, talking about price, I think it is in the UK, in Europe, well, in the UK anyway, I think it's £10-11, I think. Actually, it might be 8 or 9, I can't remember. Between £8 and £10, and in the US that would mean it's about $13 to $15. If you guys haven't played it, or if you have a PS3 and you haven't played it yet, highly suggest you give it a go. I think this will be one of the only games I'll be recording on PS3, because I was looking through my list of games on PS3 to try and do this, try to do the next Let's Talk episode topic on. First off, I pulled out Lair and thought no, and then I thought, hang on, what games I've got on the hard drive, and then saw Journey. I thought, alright, I might as well just do a Let's Talk on Journey. So it's something a little bit different. Actually, I can tell you what I can talk about now. Flow and Flower. Flow, you actually don't play as something living, you play as a small little organism which is floating around, and basically you grow and grow and grow and grow in size as an organism to the point where you're big enough to expand, and then the game doesn't really finish, you just keep on doing that through the whole game. And then Flower is you play as a flower petal which is being taken by the wind, and you basically, it's like an assault course with the tilt, the 6-axis controller, on PS3. If you don't know what that is, it basically means that PS3 control has motion controls inside of it. Not amazing motion controls, but it has pretty good motion controls for what it's worth. But you play as this flower petal, you're basically going around other flowers, and you're basically bringing like a dead area of plants and forestry and that kind of thing. You're bringing that back to life, which when you play it, it's horribly relaxing. That's the thing which ThatGamesCompany does really well. It makes really relaxing games. But with Journey, it's both relaxing and it's a pleasure to look at. It's one of those games which you look at and you're like, you know what, I'm actually glad I played this. Because if you play the trial, I don't know whether you'll get the full effect, because I don't know whether on the trial or not you'll actually have the multiplayer. Also, I don't know how many people are actually still playing the multiplayer on this, considering the game's that short. But it is one of those games which is very easy to come back to and play. As you saw at the start, I got a trophy, which is the equivalent to achievements on Xbox. You saw me get a trophy, which said that called Return, and it's basically saying that I have started the game for a second time. Started a new game for the second time, because I've already played through the game. I'm just giving my opinion on it. But yeah, it's my second time. The achievement was, or the trophy was, for me starting up the game again. So my final overview of Journey. As I said, the storyline is he plays this lone pilgrim going towards his Mecca, which is at the top of the mountain, which you saw at the start. And here's the multiplayer guy, who I didn't even realise until he kind of ran off. But now you're travelling towards your own Mecca. The multiplayer system, you can randomly bump into other people, like I did then. What else? ThatGamesCompany also did Flower and Flow. If I had to rate this game, I would have to probably give it a 9 out of 10. I couldn't give it a 10 just because of the length of it. But as they say, length isn't everything. That's what she said. No, I'm not going to say that. Sorry, that's my fault. But yeah, if you want to give it a go, it's on PSN only. It's not on Steam or Xbox Live Marketplace, unfortunately. If it was on Xbox, I would have bought it on there. But it was on PS3. Definitely worth having a look at. If you're not too sure about it, you're more than welcome to send me a message or post in the comments for more information on the game. So I think that's about it. So this is RaptueCity signing out for Flexx Games. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making the commentary for it. And I hope to see you guys in the next commentary. And I'll give you guys a hint for the next topic. It is there's a film coming out in the US on May 25th, this Friday, based on the same topic. It's also produced by the person who did Paranormal Activity, and I think that's enough clues. This is RaptueCity signing out for Flexx Games. Please comment, rate and subscribe both to Flexx Central Games and to my channel. It helps us out a lot, and please like the video. See you guys later. Thanks for watching.